Good morning, everybody. Don and I slept in until 9:30. It felt glorious. Of course, I didn't go to bed till 2 a.m. But it was still 7 hours of glorious sleeping. Morris was a little mouthy, meowing, and a little impatient this morning for me to set. That sounded like a branch breaking off a tree, but not quite coming down. I don't know what that was. Anyway, he's up here. Hey, buddy. I don't want to scare you, but Stripe is down in the normal spot eating. Michelle said she got to love on Tux. I imagine, but I didn't get the details, that he hopped up to eat and then they just were able to pet him while he was up there. She said if I'd have had a couple more visits, I'd have had him eating out of my hands. And I'm sure that's true because animals love Michelle. And Ariel was here helping. I don't know if Connor made it over, but I know Ariel came with her mom. She's working at the spirit store, and some of the trips were drop off, pick up from work kind of thing, and help mom before or after. So anyway, I don't know what we're doing today. Probably not a lot. It's supposed to be a nice day, but we're getting a late start here, and I've got a lot of editing to do, and we'll see. But the important thing is all the kitties are good. Aw, everything looks like it's right in your world. Did you let them touch you? I'm going to have to get the verbal, talk to them. I doubt it that she did. She probably didn't. I know that Midnight was all over them. But not little girl, I don't think. Good morning, Panther. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. Panther got him an extra piece of cheese after we got in the door last night. Not because he didn't eat or was upset or was really hungry, but he just was on the front porch looking so sweet and asking. He mewed a few times, and I'm like, okay, a really tiny piece. He gobbled it down and was all good after that. Plus, I knew I was going to sleep in, so if there was any chance he wanted something else to eat, he does that even when I'm home. Hi, sweetie. Miss Michelle says you didn't eat good for her, but now that you know that there aren't strangers in your house, they're not strangers, they're family. You should have let Ariel come in and sit with you. She would have sat with you and give you all kinds of attention over there, just like me, if you would have let her. Hi. At least I don't think you let her. Can you eat some? I brought you fresh chicken. Can you eat some this morning? I didn't try last night because when I came in to see her, she was out and looking good like she is this morning. Eyes all better and everything. But she wouldn't let me touch her. She acted like she was scared of me, like she wasn't sure if I was an imposter or the real mom. So I thought, well, I'll let her calm down overnight, let her hear our voices in the house and all of that. You got to remember, before she showed up with her kitten, Slate, rest in peace, she's not with us anymore. We don't know what kind of life Gray had, and she's always been very cat-like. And anyway, she's purring and happy to see me, and I think when I leave the room and give her a few minutes, I'm going to come back and edit with you a little later, okay? I am, but I want you to try to eat for a minute. She's obviously doing okay. I'm so okay, honey. Donnie's fixing me breakfast and I'm going to eat, but I promise I'm going to come back and sit and edit and just give you all the loving you want. Look what I caught Don doing.
Well, I'm learning from others' mistakes. Putting twist ties. Experiences, that's right. Plus, it's an insurance policy. I have found if you have a spare tire, you never use it. If you have twist ties in the car, you never use them. You do all these things in life for insurance, and you never get to use it, and that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Been sitting inside literally for hours trying to deal with all the footage from yesterday, and lots of sources and lots of footage. Has just made for a lot of sitting today. I'm outside to visit with kitties. Make sure I got kitty pictures for today's video. Make sure everybody's doing good. I am actually fixing to go start editing yesterday's video because all the work so far has just been like, it's been like 4 hours. Two last night and 2 today has all been getting ready to work on it versus actually working on it. So, and just how it goes. But I think I've done things that, you know, should make it as fast as possible once I'm in the editor. Like I've weeded out the bad photos and cropped things and shortened things and labeled things and all that good stuff. Hey, bud. Yeah, I came out to say hi, so they're all up and walking around. Hopefully no one will get into trouble. Don is going under the house to do some first of the month stuff. I asked him to shoot a video to explain, and we're just catching up, doing what needs to be done.
Well, I'm under the house here, and it's October 1st, and that's when we got this new air handler. Of course, it's not so new anymore because that was October 1st, 2013. So 10 years ago today, we basically put our new Ream heat pump, Sear 17, into service. It has a ECM, or electrically commutated motor, in the air handler. The outdoor unit is a 2-speed or 2-stage compressor, scroll compressor. But at the same time that I had all that done, I had them install a whole house MERV 11 filter. It's the April Air is the manufacturer, and it's a once a year type air filter. Now, I replaced the old fashioned filter every. I replaced the fiberglass air filter upstairs in the air return, and there's 2 of them. There's one in the master bedroom closet, and there's one in the den. I replace those every month. Well, actually, that's not true. I don't replace them. I clean them. I vacuum and blow them with the air compressor. You can see the glow here inside there. That's the UV light. There it is. We added that due to COVID, and JB was here, and we lined all the inside of this box with aluminum. Because I was very concerned about the UV light deteriorating the insulation in there, and so we lined it. But anyway, it's time to put the new filter in. I've cleaned the vents with a brush with this old filter in there. I went upstairs, and I actually even took my little handheld blower and blew the vents, and basically, let's say, stirred up all the dust I could, and let the fan run for several minutes on both the dehumidifier and on the heat air handler here, so that all that dust that I stirred up should be in the old filters. So now I'm going to put my nice clean filter in here, and hopefully that will be good for another year. I'm also replacing the filter in the dehumidifier. I've pulled it out. This is the new clean one. That's the old one. Every 6 months. I guess I should do it a little more often than that, based on how dirty it is. But this is the summertime. So when I replaced it back in April with a nice new filter, it runs more from April through now than it's going to do from October to April. So I guess maybe I'm going to start replacing it every 6 months, and winter and summer, fall and spring, and then put it in the middle of the summer, replace it also. That's the worst it's ever been. I'm kind of surprised it's that nasty. But it might be because I cleaned out the cleaned the air ducts, the grates and everything upstairs, so there was a blast of air that came in all with a lot of dust. But I'm sure that buildup is accurate.
This is the energy meter I put on the air handler. Right now the system's completely off. The fan motor is off, so it pulls 8.5 watts is what I'm trying to say. 8.5, 8.6, 8.4. So it's pulling 8.5 watts of energy doing nothing, which is a trivial amount. But so far today, since I reset it this morning, it's burned 254 watts. And that was like 10 o'clock this morning, and it's 5 o'clock right now, I think. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at, I'm going to tell it to Alexa here to turn on, well, I'm going to go turn the system on here in a minute, and we'll find out how much energy this thing pulls. Okay, I just turned on the fan motor. I told Dave to go into recirculate mode. As you can see, it's ramping up here. 26, 27, 28, 29 watts, 30 watts, 31 watts. I'm surprised it's not more than that. 32 watts. But again, this is just recirculate mode. That's what it's low mode. When the dehumidifier and things run, it bumps it up a little bit more. I'll check, but so there's not a great deal of energy used by the air handler, and I do run it 24/7, 365. The fan never stops. That ECM motor never stops running. It's because I need to circulate the air for the UV light. And also it does help the humidity because my humidistat isn't in a really great spot. And so by circulating the air a little bit, the air in the house turns over and passes by the humidistat enough that it accurately senses the humidity. And so it helps with the dehumidifier running on a consistent amount. Because I remember before I had recirculate on, it was a little bit different. Now the dehumidifier just kicked on. I just heard it turn on, so you can see the power's going up because the dehumidifier sends a signal to the air handler to go to stage 1, low speed. In other words, it's basically got 3 speeds. It's an ECM. It can have probably unlimited, but my thermostat is sort of simplistic. It has the recirculate mode, then it has the fan on mode, and then it has the mode where it runs when the compressor runs, and it'll bump up another level. It'll bump up to like 85 watts or something when the compressor's running, and the air handler goes up to the next speed. So I guess technically there's recirculate, fan on, and then high speed. So there's three modes in which it runs. Okay, today's the first day of our new time of use. It's October 1st. This window is the non-summer hours, and time it runs until the end of April. So I've updated it to start charging at 11 a.m. because from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day, it's discount. So that's when the bulk of the charging is going to happen. I have also used TeslaModelXJourney to stop charging at 4 p.m. So if it's the car is not completed charging, TeslaModelXJourney will stop the car charging. And then there is an additional charging session scheduled through TeslaModelXJourney from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. So in actuality, there's going to be a total of 5 plus 2, 7 hours per day during the non-summer hours to charge. At the discounted rate, it's like 6.5 cents. So that's what I'm going with now. I decided to use the 11 a.m. in the car. That's easier to make a quick change to if we need to. Although setting up the controls in Tesla Fire, also very easy.
Well, I am in here with Gray, and she basically couldn't be any happier. Well, maybe if Johnny was here instead of me, but she's pretty happy. It's slow going on the edits today. I'm making good progress on the video. And Dawn's washing Ruby because it's a nice day. And she got dirty on the trip even though she was clean. And we're going up to the solar farm, the Center for Energy Education, on Thursday to do an event for them with Ruby flapping her wings. And there's supposed to be like 500 people attending this event. So she's got to be just right so she can get kid fingerprints on her. That's all right. That's what she's there for. An educational instrument at the Center for Energy Education. Oh, look at you, handsome. I gave you lots of tummy rubs earlier, but I do understand that there can never be enough tummy rubs for the Tux. Michelle says you were so cuddly. The nice thing about Tux is you can touch him anyway. I mean, basically do anything to him, and he'll never be mean to you ever. He just won't. He just doesn't do that. He allows himself to be touched. Marty, you can touch him wrong. Not really with Stripe, but Stripe has enough after a while. So that's the thing I love about my Tux boy. Hey, bud. Hi.